guys, so I'm back with another tutorial. This time you'd asked for Bakasana, so I'm going to do Bakasana. Bakasana is also called the crane pose or the crow pose, which is Kakasana, which is a slightly pretty much the same thing. In Bakasana you just have your arms straight. In crane, which is the crane pose, and in Kakasana or the crow pose, they just slightly bend. So you start with the bend arms, and then as you build your core strength, arm strength, etc., you come into like a nice straight arm position. So yes, I'm going to give you, we're going to go into the crane pose variation, and post that I'm also going to give you, for those of you who have just started and it's kind of difficult to get in there, we're going to do something called the Mandukasana, which is the easier version. So maybe you can start with that and then go on to Bakasana. So here goes. Before we start with Bakasana, we're going to be going on our wrists quite a bit, or it's an arm balance. So let's just do a little bit of a wrist warm-up. It's very, very important to do a wrist warm-up so that obviously your muscles are warmed up slightly, so you don't sort of overextend and hurt your wrists. So let's just come into a nice cross fingers and like do a figure of 8. We'll just do this for like 30 seconds, just warming up the wrist slightly. We'll do just some 3-4 stretches, and then we'll get on to the how to get into Bakasana bit. Okay, let's just go through our fingers and wrists in all directions. Okay, then just come here, keep your palms together, keep pushing the heels of the palms together, keep pushing the heels down, or the namaste down, and the elbows up. Now do the opposite, elbows down and heels in. Now we're going to take the knuckle side again. Keep pushing the Ulta Namaste down and the elbows up. And then the opposite, keep the elbows down and the wrists up. Great. From here, just go make circles with your wrists. And then the opposite side. Do a little bit more. So come on all fours, shoulders above the wrists, knees under the hips. From here, we'll just go a little over the wrists, so shoulders going over the wrists and then coming back. 2 more times, over the wrist and coming back, over the wrists and coming back. Come back to all fours. Now this time we're going to make the fingers facing the knees. Just one at a time we'll do. Once you get comfortable, we can do both together. And then again, go back and then come. Just see where you want to go. Don't go too much, because this is a really, really delicate joint. You don't want to stress it because you're just beginning. 2 more times. Just sit your hips back and then come. Just shake it out if you need to. I know my wrists are tender. And then we do the other side. So again, fingers facing the knees. We'll just sit back and come up. Try and keep your elbows straight and not bend them out like this. Keep the elbows straight. Just 2 more times. Just go as per your capacity. And down. Okay. Come back here. We're just going to go side to side. So another thing with the fingers, for Bakasana, for any arm balance, you want to keep spreading the fingers wide. See how I've got my fingers, they're here. Yeah, you don't want to do this. So fingers are always spreading apart. And you're almost trying to claw the mat. So you're magnetizing your tippy toes or tippy fingers into the mat and literally pulling them. This way, the sides of your wrists are going to get saved. You can try and just move a little over and see what happens. When you move a little bit over, you see that all the weight comes in here, under the knuckles of your fingers. That's where you want it. If you sit back, this is what is going to happen. Once this gap happens, this is what is going to be hurting. This side of your wrist is going to be hurting. So you don't want that. You don't want injury here. You just want to be stable in your palms, because this is it. This is where it is going to be. Yeah? Okay. Now we're going to get into Bakasana. So set yourself up. I'll probably face this way so you guys can see it better. Okay. So your wrists are under your shoulders. Your hands are shoulder width apart. From here, we're just going to walk in. I would suggest if you can keep a pillow here, so that even if you have a little bit of a fall, you will fall onto the pillow and not hurt yourself. So here, the palms are shoulder width apart. Ideally, we want the knee to be hugging the tricep. This is where it's going to be. Very important to engage the core. So you're going to keep your core lifted. Keep this, just hold it here, just sit normally. When you hold here, press it in. So you press it in. Brace the core, get it activated. Literally feel like the space between your abs and your spine is reduced. So bring it in, brace it in. That's how you're going to lift. So there you go. Palms are shoulder width distance apart. Walk in. I'm going to put one knee, my right knee close to my tricep, almost hugging my inside my shoulder. And then just try and lean over. Just get the lean first, because this is important. Just see what it feels like. Remember the core. The core is really switched on. Lean, 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 lean. Maybe one foot comes off. And then go back. Do it again. Lean, 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 lean. Maybe the other one comes off. And you go back. Make sure that the knees are into the triceps, so that when you go, knees are into the armpits almost. So when you go up in Bakasana, they'll come exactly near your tricep. Again, let's just lean. Keep leaning on. Keep spending time here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down and come back. Again, making sure you're clawing the mat and go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Once you get comfortable leaning is when you'll take one leg up slowly and just see if you can lean a little bit more and it gets lighter on the other leg. And you come up. And maybe you want to touch those toes. Core is switched on. Round that back and then come back down. So that is Bakasana for you. It's extremely important to understand the lean, because you get scared to lean over your shoulders. You feel like you're going to fall. Another thing that's very, very important is keep the focus at a point in front of you on the mat, because that's where your balance will come. Now, as I promised, I'm going to show you the slightly baby version of Bakasana. So, in Hatha Yoga, they call it Mandukasana. So, here that goes. What you're going to do is, again, the principles of leaning remain the same. But here, I'm going to take these, my fingers are very wide and they are shoulder width distance apart. This time, I'm going to hook my elbow into this little groove around my knee. So here, my fingers are actually facing slightly diagonal. So I'm here. So that this is it. It's not straight up. It's a little diagonal. So I'm gonna hook my elbow in, one elbow in, second elbow in, and again practice just the lean. Practice just the lean. When you get comfortable with the lean, take one leg off. The toes are pointed. The toes are pointed in all the variations. That's where the energy is. Point the other toe as well. Now again, stay 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with one leg. With the other leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, my drishti is at a point. It's unwavering, it's unshaking. Now, we're going to try and take one leg up and the other leg up. Maybe the toes meet. Core is contracted. Back is rounded. Looking straight up. And then come down. That is Mandukasana. Again, after we finish, we'll give those wrists a little bit of a shake, because if you've not practiced this and if you've kind of fallen out of it once or twice, you know that your wrist is going to be slightly tender, especially this portion of it. So just be very, very careful and be mindful when you're doing it. Step back if your wrists start hurting, because once they start hurting, then it's a step back for a very, very long time. So, I mean, once they get injured, then it's a step back for a long time. So just, be safe than sorry, as always. Okay. And well, as you can see, Bakasana has various benefits. Extremely good for toning of your arms, for toning of your abs. So your core needs to be strong, your arms need to be strong, your shoulders, your triceps, your biceps, everything is working. Also strengthens your forearms, and it's incredible for concentration. You're lean. Also, I think it lets you get over your fear, and you have to be present in the moment when you're doing a posture like that, because your focus and your concentration needs to be 100%, or you're just going to fall off. So yeah, there's Bakasana for you. I will come back with more later. In the meantime, if you have any questions, do comment, and I will see you all soon. Enjoy.